fellow souls, welcome back to my channel. My name is Christina, I am a lifestyle coach, and today I would like to speak with you about a topic that is very close to my heart because it allowed me to be finally happy with my life. This channel is all about building your ideal life, mindset, slow living, decluttering, and much more. So if you're interested in one of those topics, then click the follow button below. And without further ado, let's get into the video. The fact is that 99% of our days are very mundane. They are the normal day-to-day situations. There is no promotion, no baby being born. It's just the normal day, you know? And when we decide to be so focused on the 1% of the days when something extraordinary happens, then we are missing out on the opportunity to actually appreciate 99% of the days in our life, which is an extreme pity because if you focus on just 1% and then you just don't acknowledge the 99, then the majority of the days is just underappreciated. The thing is that to have a happy life, you don't have to be over positive all the time. You don't have to be super happy every single day and being just like that, like, oh, everything is super positive, everything is super happy. Some bad days happen. This video is about appreciating your day-to-day life. It's about romanticizing the common moments, the moments that appear every single day. And it's the fact, but life can get boring, and that's not a wrong thing. It's actually very normal, and because we see so many social media profiles where there is excitement every single day, then we tend to compare our lives to theirs, and then we feel that like our life is just super not interesting, and maybe we just wasting our life, but that's not true at all. So in today's video, I'm gonna teach you exactly how I did it, what approach I took to be more happy with my life, to be more content, to enjoy my life much more, and to simply focus on happiness during the 99% of the days rather than focusing on just the 1%. So now let's speak about the how. You see all over the social media the ways how you can do it in a way when they advise you to buy flowers and to lit a candle, but I want to explain to you the principle behind it. What is actually the romanticizing part? Because for everyone, it can look a little bit different, right? Because someone lit a candle and it makes them super happy and it's a cozy atmosphere, but someone doesn't like candles, you know, and then like, oh my God, so I can romanticize my life. No, this is very inclusive for everyone. Everyone can romanticize their life, and I want to show you how. I love fairy tales, and recently I watched one fairy tale, Kung Fu Panda, one of the best ones in my opinion. And there was a quote, very nice one. And maybe if you know the fairy tale, you already know what I'm gonna say, but it was said by Master Oogway. Yesterday is a history, tomorrow is a mystery, but today is a gift. That's why it's called the present. Isn't that beautiful? Like when I heard it, I just had chills all over my body because that's so true. The way how I found happiness was through mindfulness and gratitude. And now you're going to be like, "Oh my God, like I'm skipping this video." No, stay with me because simplicity is a key. So many people nowadays have that idea that when they possess more and when they buy that new car and new handbag and whatever, they're gonna be all of a sudden super happy. And I'm not saying like it's super okay if you want that nice car and if you want that nice handbag, go for it. Beautiful, beautiful for you, but it shouldn't be the thing that makes you happy. It in fact it won't make you happy, maybe for a split of a second, but if you're gonna be consuming and consuming and consuming, eventually you will be just running for dopamine, but it's not gonna be giving you the fulfilling happiness that goes to your core. It's gonna be the moment of pleasure, but not the holistic happiness that you can benefit in your life from. So I do 4 things in order to be happier. I focus on my senses. I slow down, I am being present, and I express gratitude. Those four are the keys to your happiness. With those four, you become such a happy person, and it takes time. It takes patience. It's not gonna be like tomorrow you're gonna be all happy. It's all about practice. You were programmed for years and years to act certain way. So be patient with yourself. It's gonna take time, but eventually it will pay off. So obviously I want to give you an example. So let's say you are preparing a meal, and the thing that you want to do, you want to be present in the moment. You want to focus on the process. You don't want to rush it. And you want to enjoy every single smell. You want to enjoy when you cut with the knife. It's about connecting to the senses. Use as many senses as possible every single time when you decide to be in a present moment, when you decide to romanticize the moment. So then, when the meal is ready, there are two options basically how you can eat the food. You can sit in front of the TV and you don't even realize that you are eating, and then all of a sudden you have empty plate or empty bowl. And the second way how you can approach eating your food is to sit and be calm, lit a candle, do something nice, put flour on the table, and then eat slowly and enjoy every single bite. Every single bite, you just, if you saw Ratatouille yet again, fairy tale, how he tasted the cheese and the grape together, right? He was enjoying it. That's exactly what you want to do, because the more you're going to be connected to your senses, senses are present moment. You feel it right now. It's actually what my therapist told me once. It was a mindfulness exercise that every single time when I'm gonna feel like I'm running towards the future in my mind or coming back to the past, I should just focus on my senses. What do you smell? What do you, when you touch something, what do you feel? What do you see? And the moment when you connect with your senses, you automatically get to the present moment. Another thing that you can do is to pay attention to details. Details are everything when it comes to romanticizing your life. You can wake up, not make your bed, then put on some sweatpants and some weird t shirt and just like go through the day like that, let's say on the weekend. Or when you wake up, you can make the bed, you can make the tea, you can dress in a pretty dress, you can put on some makeup even though you know that you won't go anywhere if you want. It depends on what you want to do. It depends on what makes you happy, what brings joy to you, and it can look completely different to everyone else. All those social media videos are great inspiration for you, but you have to find what actually brings you joy, because for everyone it can be something completely else. For me, it was, for example, working in a garden. I love my garden and it's very nice, and it's kind of romanticizing my life because I go to the garden and I feel just like how I'm taking care of the plants, how wow, here is a tomato growing, it brings me joy. It's a part of romanticizing my life for me, but someone else, they don't like gardening, so why would they do something like that? Why would they romanticize in the same way as me? It depends on you, and that gets me to the last point that I want to mention, and that is to declutter. I always say this. I'm like I'm like a decluttering preacher. I believe that when you have a lot of things, you don't have the capacity in the brain to focus on the happiness so well, because your attention just flows to too many places. You can't comprehend so much. So, what I would advise you to do is to do decluttering. Do decluttering, go through the things that you have, and really think about what really brings you joy. I recommend Marie Kondo yet again. This woman is just my idol in decluttering. She has a Netflix series, she has books. She says that every single thing should bring you joy or be useful. So when you have so many things, it's very hard to romanticize because the senses are just too overwhelmed. When you have less things and things that you appreciate, it's actually very much easier to romanticize because then you automatically go to every single object that you have in your household and it automatically sparks joy. And it's automatically something that you can you can just romanticize your life with. If you have a bookcase full of books, but half of them are not really something that you enjoy, then when you're gonna decide to romanticize your life through reading a book, then you're gonna go there and the moment is gonna be a little bit interrupted because then you're gonna have to decide between all the books that you have, and then you're gonna be like, oh, but this is not a very nice book, and what is this book about? And it's gonna interrupt the flow of sensing. So I would really recommend to declutter because that led to happiness to me as well, owning less. I went to very extreme when I was owning very little. It wasn't for me. Now I have just the right amount of stuff and it brings me joy. And it just helps me to romanticize my life even more. And that's why I would recommend it to you. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you took something valuable out of this video. If you would like to connect me on other social media platforms, there is a link down below. And if you would like one-on-one coaching with me, then DM me on Instagram and we can discuss some details. And that would be it for today's video. Thank you so much. Have a lovely, lovely day. Spread love and see you next time.